Calculating markup percent. Example 1. What is the markup percent based on the selling price when the selling price is $75 and the cost is $57? So we have also the formulas below. The dollar markup is equal to the selling price minus the cost. Markup percent, which is what we need to find, is the dollar markup divided by the selling price. So let's kind of go over this. So we can see our selling price is $75, which is going to go in these places, right? We're going to insert $75 into wherever we see selling price there. Our cost is $57, so our cost goes there. Then we have dollar markup, which is going to be calculated on the first, right? The first equation. And then we can go ahead and place it right there. So we can go ahead and find what we need, which is markup percent. So let's go ahead and start doing that. So we have dollar markup, which is equal to, well, $75 minus 57. Right, so we have 57. This is our 75. So let's go ahead and get the calculators out. So we get 18. So $18 is our dollar markup. So we're going to go ahead and place that into the second equation, right? So we have $18 divided by, we can just put it over, the selling price, which is $75. So just to be clear, this is our $18. This is our 75, right? Which we got from there. And this is going to be equal to our markup percent. So we'll get our calculators out and just divide this by 75. And what do we get? We get 0.24. Right? And so 0.24. And then this is in percent. So all we have to do, right, when we get a decimal, right, we just move it over, or we can go ahead and multiply it by 100. So we would get 24%, and that would be our markup percent. Now let's go ahead and look at the second example. So example 2, what is the markup percent based on the selling price when the selling price is $450 and the cost is $390? So once again, we have a selling price, which are right there, our cost, which is right here, right? And then we need to be looking for the dollar markup in the first equation so we can calculate the markup percent in the second one. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to put the first one here. Dollar markup is equal to 450 minus 390. Well, that would just be equal to $60. So this $60 is now going to be in the second equation, which is the markup. We're just going to go show as percent there. So now we have $60 divided by the selling price, which is 450. And remember, we're going to get a decimal here, so we need to go ahead and multiply this, whatever we get here, by 100 to get our markup percent. So let's go ahead and get the calculators out. So we have 60 divided by 450. And we just go ahead and multiply it by 100 to get to our percent, which is 13.33. And that would be our solution. Now let's go ahead and look at the last example. So example 3, what is the markup percent based on the selling price when the selling price is $45 and the cost is $18? So let's just go ahead and keep this, and then we have green, which is our cost, and then our blue is a dollar markup. So So let's go ahead and solve for dollar markup first. So then we can solve for markup percent. So we have $45 minus $18. $45 minus 18, and we get $27. That would be our, right, that's our dollar markup. So we solved for that, so now we can go ahead and do the markup percent. So markup percent is going to be, right, we have the $27, which we solved in the first equation. I'm going to go ahead and divide it by the selling price, which is $45. And then remember, this is a decimal and we need percent, so we need to multiply it by 100 to get to our percentage. So 27 divided by 45, multiply it by 100, and we get 60. So we get 60% as our solution.